wall at our Facebook page. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report on this first anniversary of the earthquake in Haiti, the Terre Tremblée, the earth trembles. We continue with Edwidge Danticat. She is the Haitian-American novelist. She is speaking to us from Carrefour, Haiti. Her latest article in The New Yorker is called A Year and a Day. Her latest book, Create Dangerously, The Immigrant Artist at Work. Among her other books are Crick Crack. Edwidge, I know that we don't have a great phone line, but we just felt no matter what, we wanted to speak to you as you return to Haiti. You say Haitians are tired, but they are not defeated. How are you feeling today?
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for having this program. I think a lot of people, both here in Haiti and in the Haitian diaspora today, we feel a great deal of sadness because today we remember, so many people that this country lost, so many people lost to us personally. So there's a sense of sadness, the sense of commemoration. Today here is a national holiday. Schools and offices are closed. But there's still, the streets are busy. People are trying to go about their days. And even though there are many religious ceremonies and prayer services planned, small and large, but there's still a sense that because people don't have any choice, they still have to wake up today and go about the daily business of survival.
You begin your piece in the Miami Herald talking about the Greek myth Sisyphus. Can you take it from there?
Well, and the most recent former Prime Minister of Haiti, Michel Pierre-Louis, and this Miami Herald directed documentary called New Bouquet, We Are Tired, talks about this myth of Sisyphus, of this Greek myth of someone rolling a rock up a hill and then finding that when you get up the hill, the rocks roll back down again, and it's a repetitive process. But in the most sort of optimistic view of that story is that every time you do it, you think it's the last time. And she, as she aptly says, it's an incredibly apt at this moment metaphor for Haiti and what Haitians are going through. But the upside of that is that we've heard so much this year about it, in part, because it's so true. Haitian people are very resilient, but it doesn't mean that they can, suffer more than other people. And I think, that's what also one needs to emphasize. A year later, there are 1.5 million people still living in tents. There's these reports of women being raped, and now at this point where some of the settlements are on private land and the owners are becoming tired of people being there and are intimidating them into relocating. So even though, there's still some great symbolic signs that for example, the reopening of the open market yesterday, and but there's still a lot of suffering here. A lot of people are suffering. And as we remember the dead today, it's important to remember that too, the sort of the long suffering of the living that will continue past this day and to tomorrow, and sad to say, perhaps into next year and the following year. So we have to also remember the suffering of the living, which continues here. And
how cholera is affecting the people there, with some 3,600 people dead of cholera, 170,000 or so infected.
Well, what's been there's been a stall in the conversation about cholera, in part because of the election stalemate here, and as the anniversary is approaching, but it remains a very large problem. And potentially, as the CDC and other organizations have declared, that cholera can potentially kill more people than the earthquake. And cholera can spread quickly and spread quickly in this country. And it is it was born out of the circumstances that have been discussed through, whether one believes that it was through these Nepalese soldiers, but it can spread pretty quickly. And it's something also as we look at potential disasters, including the potential for lack of food security, because we have farmers in the Artibonite who refuse to go into the rice paddies because they're afraid of the bacteria-infected waters there. So there are a host of other issues also looming ahead as we commemorate this day.
I mean, the figures are stunning of how little money has made it to reconstruction in this year, of the $9 billion promised. I wanted to play for you a clip of President Clinton. I know he is back in Haiti right now. We were there right after the earthquake, and then Sharif Abdel-Quddus and Nicole Salazar and I, along with Kim Ives, went back for the 6th anniversary. It was a ceremony they held, and then President Clinton gave a speech and talked about how important Haiti was to him.
I intend to spend the next 7 weeks, except for the time it takes me to marry my daughter off, making sure that donors who have made these commitments give us a simple schedule. When will they deliver the money? How much and when? When they do, then we will get as much as we can for budget support for the Haiti government, and Prime Minister Bellerive and I will do everything we can to then push these projects through the Reconstruction Commission so the people of Haiti can feel and see them being done.
That was President Clinton in Port-au-Prince, standing in the shadow of the rubble of the palace, which at that point had hardly been touched, right in front of the Champ Mars, where we were speaking to Patrick Elie today, the big plaza where thousands of Haitian refugees still live. Now less than 10% of the $9 billion pledged by foreign donors has been delivered. It's 6 months after that speech, a year after the earthquake. Patrick Elie was just talking about the country being run by foreign interests. Is that your assessment, Edwidge Danticat?
Well, there is certainly a lot of foreign interests here. You know, both I think in the NGO sector and the sort of potential inevitable flood of disaster capitalism that follows situations like this. I think we need to keep reminding not just the donors but other witnesses about this sort of lack of the pledges have been made, but that these have not been delivered, because often there's this impression that this has happened and it's been consumed by corruption. But I think that's one thing we need to keep reminding other people. The foreign interest, I think, will always be there, but we also have to focus our attention on the Haitian people, as Patrick was just saying, on Haitian men and women who ultimately will be the ones to rebuild the country. And these donors and the NGOs and even the disaster capitalists must remember that's who will ultimately build this country, the men and women of this country, and they have the will, and sometimes they're portrayed as sort of passive receivers, and that acts is enough. They have the will, they have the ability. All they need now is this opportunity by those both inside Haiti and outside of Haiti who control the purse strings of this country, that they have to remember that these men and women here need to be able and want to and are willing to rebuild their country if they're given the opportunity to do so.